A warning for the listener. This episode will be covering conspiracy theories revolving around Covid-19. Please note the theories we'll be discussing have been completely debunked. Due to the mass amount of misinformation plaguing social media, we at JARD feel a sense of responsibility to educate and discuss facts regarding this topic. We encourage safe practices such as diligent hand washing, social distancing, and face mask coverage. If information regarding COVID-19 is in any way anxiety-inducing for you, please proceed with caution. Thank you for listening.
I just managed to bring it up.
I'm in.
Are we actually recording?
Yeah,
no,
well,
I'm
yeah.
keeping
If we all smashed it.
Yeah, I'm recording.
You guys have finally learned.
Yay!
Hello,
My
everyone, and
reflexes
welcome
are
back to
getting quicker
JARD.
get the mouse over.
Wow. I'm so proud of you guys.
You've taught us well.
I keep you on your toes.
That probably won't ever happen that well ever again.
No. Not once.
Sick. So anyway.
I mean, how many episodes we done now that we've never got it at the same time like that?
It's never gonna happen again.
God, my kids are growing up.
You look so proud.
So anyway, if you like this episode, you can check out our Instagram, which is
At JARDofficial.
nope, wrong.
At JARD Podcast. At JARD Podcast. The Twitter is at JARD Official.
Oh,
You getting that?
and I'm the one that tweets from the... Anyway.
Oh, no.
So, what's new?
Damn, I should have made another coffee. Oh well.
Another cookie. We're making brownies after this.
Coffee. I said coffee.
Do both. Coffee and cookies.
Coffee and brownie sounds awesome.
It kind of does.
Yeah.
I don't drink coffee, so I'll pass.
Well, you can just off then.
That's why people just generally don't like you as a human being, honestly.
Sorry, there's your first editing, Ryan.
Oh, Yep. Oh, brilliant. I love it.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck. Man.
I feel like I should
Well-
bring up... yesterday Ruth Bader Ginsburg died, so
Yes.
R.I.P. to a real one.
Oh,
I
that's
have to admit, I
unfortunate.
didn't know who she was, but I've since found out, and yeah.
Same here. I did have to Google who she was, but yeah.
It sucks over here.
Recognized her as soon as I saw her.
Yeah, it sucks over here in America, boys. Just know that, okay?
Yep.
I
No,
can
I can
imagine.
see that. I can see she
Yeah.
was well respected.
Damn. It really is 2020.
It really is
Really,
2020.
We're really vibing in this year.
Just riding the wave, boys. Just riding the wave.
Are we riding it? Or are we getting...
I'm
tumbled.
hanging on by
You
a
get
piece
dragged
of.
through
I'm
it.
hanging on by a piece of driftwood right now, brother.
Like, look,
I fell off the driftwood months ago.
I will say I'm definitely drowning, but I mean, like, I'm still in the fight.
I'm like, at this point, I'm like Rose on the door, just struggling to breathe at all. That's just me right now.
Okay, and I'm Leonardo DiCaprio trying
I
to
left
convince
Jack
her.
1,000 miles back.
I was gonna say I'm Leonardo DiCaprio holding on to the door and telling you, you know, you're gonna grow old, Rose.
Oh man.
God. So anyway, what are we talking about today? Oh, Amber is restarting the rotation here. So
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
And what have you got for us today, Amber?
What?
yes,
I,
Amber,
okay.
tell the class.
I just want to say briefly before I get into it, I know that we've tried to keep discussion of coronavirus, you know, kind of at a minimum and, you know,
Guess
not
what?
necessarily lighthearted. But yeah, I'm not going to go completely into detail with it still. I'm going to try and keep it a little bit, you know, still on the light side and put some comedy into a little bit of this because if I don't laugh, I will cry.
Same.
So what I'm going to say before I even dig into it, what I'm going into is conspiracy theories that have stemmed out from coronavirus. These conspiracy theories have not been around very long, obviously, as we've only been dealing with this pandemic for, you know, since the beginning of the year. A lot of this is just almost nonsensical shit, that has gone viral within the last 9 months, and again, before I go on, I just want to say that the coronavirus is a very real and very serious thing. It is very important that we all keep our social distancing, you know, at 100 right now, and you know, wear your mask and do what you're supposed to, wash your hands, and to be safe. With that being said, I'm going to touch into a couple of different things. I will just go ahead and give the somewhat official definition for coronavirus. A new infection that is particularly severe in older persons and those with medical conditions such as heart disease, lung disease, diabetes, and weakened immune systems. I'm considered on the immunocompromised spectrum just because I have asthma, which common, most people have that. And these are just, again, conspiracy theories concerning the virus. The first thing that I'm going to talk about, I just wanted to go ahead and get out of the way really quickly. And mainly because this particular conspiracy theory just pisses me off to no extent. I don't know how else to explain that. Did anyone happen to catch Plandemic?
Pandemic.
It was a viral video that I know it went viral on Facebook. It probably went viral on a couple of other platforms. No one watched Plandemic?
I heard about it, but I didn't watch it.
Okay.
I've never even heard of it.
I also have not seen it. I've seen like bits and pieces, but I did not watch it. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you the reason why I didn't watch it. When I saw it on my Facebook feed, I saw who was sharing it. It was like, no, I'm not believing it. And the reason why I say that is because this video is very, very gullible in nature, and I knew that the people that were sharing it were gullible in nature, and I did not want to be a sheep in that herd.
Makes sense.
So, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Then I'm going to start off by saying that the quality of this video was actually very good. It was great camera work. It was, you know, very cinematic in nature. It looked very, professional and well thought out. It almost looked kind of like any type of, like documentary interview type style that you would see on maybe 2020 or like a nightly news. Like, it looked very, very professional. But in my notes, and I'm just going to read verbatim, this piece of video was released onto the world May 4th, 2020. If you cannot tell, the tone of thought when doing these notes versus doing the Britney Spears notes, very different. Okay. In 1 week, this video got 8 million views.
Oh my god.
Holy crap.
Yikes.
That is it's a lot of information, a lot of misinformation being spread at one time. And again, it was set out to look very much like a professional news interview. A key feature, like one of the key interviews that they did that people hung on to, was a interview with this lady, and I hope I'm saying her name right. Judy Mikovits. That's Mikovits. She claimed to have worked under Dr. Fauci, who is, if you don't know, the immunologist at the helm of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. A lot of people don't want to listen to Dr. Fauci when they really should. Anyway. Judy herself, she's been tied to like anti-vax communities for, a number of years. She pushed in the video about masks not being effective and that them actually being considered a health risk issue. She claimed, we all have coronavirus expressions, and the listeners can't see what I'm doing, but I am using air quotes. And the air quotes, the air quotes are to pretty much just emphasize that the term coronavirus expressions is like, that's not a real thing. I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there. That's not a real thing. But she says, she claimed that we all have coronavirus expressions and that wearing a mask can activate those expressions. She also said that sand from the beach can build up coronavirus immunity, and that sequences in the soil, I did that air quote thing again because there's no medical term for sequences in goddamn beach sand. Anyway, sequences in the soil and sand, and healing microbes are, all of that is part of the ocean, and that can help. So go to the beach. That's going to prevent your coronavirus, and that's why all those piled down at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I guarantee you.
Oh my god.
I want to eat some beach.
Wow. I'm going to dig a hole. I'm going to make a meal.
That's
What
just
the hell?
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah. No. Okay. No, it gets worse, boys. She also.
God.
She also made claims that the coronavirus vaccine, which has not been invented yet, we do not have one. We would know by now. But she claimed that it killed over 75,000 people in the U.S. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's a thing she said.
Right.
She also made false claims of being arrested by her enemies without any cause. She said that, that they dragged her as a fugitive justice out of her home with no warrant, no type of nothing. And she was just like, I don't know why I'm being arrested. And as they're playing this, like, to try to make it look as real as possible, like, in the background, they're playing, like, as she's telling the story, they're playing like a whole SWAT team raid, which it's kind of almost planned like the way that it goes in the video, it's almost kind of planned to make you think that you're actually watching her raid, and it's not. It's like the first thing that comes up whenever you Google like a SWAT raid from like a stockpile website. Like it.
Yeah.
But Judy herself is no stranger to making all of these false claims. I mean, in any regard, in 2009, she published a study in Science on chronic fatigue syndrome, and it had to be retracted from the Science magazine because none of what she said was like, none of it was substantiated with fact whatsoever. So not the first time she's made, so it's not the first time she's made false claims in the name of science. She was fired from her job at Whittemore Peterson Institute and brought up on criminal charges of theft of property and theft of computer data. The charges themselves were later dropped in 2012. And right in that time is when she began to make the false claims that she worked with Dr. Fauci, in which Dr. Fauci has disputed her claim. He says that he has never worked with this woman. So basically,
She's full of crap.
Big sign.
She is 100% full of I mean, and I can tell, and I mean, and this is a thing. If you make something look good enough and you make it look believable enough, people are going to think that's what it is. And unfortunately, that's what people thought whenever they saw this video. I mean, again, I mentioned it was in good quality. It had, all the elements that, draw you in as, a form of entertainment. So, but because of the fact that she was calm and composed and, it made her look so credible and she, seemed very professional in that video, the week after Plandemic dropped, she became a bestseller on Amazon for her book titled Plague of Corruption, Restoring Faith in the Promise of Science.
Okay.
Wow.
So basically, what this all boils down to is that Plandemic was a very well thought out, very well produced. Don't know where any of these people got the money to throw at this thing for, but just because it looked so believable, it spread like wildfire. It spread faster than any fact checkers or debunkers could, prove it to be before it got in the hands of so many people. And as I said before, it was viewed 8 million times before it was, ever like debunked or anything like that.
I'd like to think some of those were just watching it just to see what they said.
I would like to think so.
Yeah.
But some of the people that I personally saw share it in the context and the comments that they attached to it, they very much believed what they were watching. And that's the
same
scary
with
part.
my feed.
Yeah. That's...
Damn.
Yeah. So, there is that. Now, my second theory is 5G transmitting. Why are you laughing, Ryan?
This one infuriates me so goddamn much. It really does.
Honestly, Ryan, that's really, really nice to hear because I have some not nice UK comments on here.
Great. For those who can't see, I'm sticking my thumbs right now. Alright.
So this is the theory of 5G transmitting COVID-19. Which there was a little bit of skepticism before, coronavirus was a thing that, 5G would, give you cancer or make you sick. Like there was already some skepticism before coronavirus, and then now
They've
this
said that
this
about
is just
mobile phones from the day dot.
oh yeah.
Yeah. No matter everything around you, anything electronic, I'll let you carry on. I can go off for ages. I'll let you carry on.
Oh, go off, sis, go off.
No. I'll wait till we get more information in there. I'll wait.
Oh, excuse me. But the paranoia surrounding 5G network. This is the industry term for 5G is the industry term for the 5th generation of wireless communications infrastructure. Basically, just there really is no rhyme or reason to this other than it's just a baseless hoax. There's no real root to any of this. This, I guess people just started just cooking it up and talking about it. This is just one of the more baseless hoaxes that I have here. Let me see. There has been a active UK anti-5G movement. In 2018, the Democrats and Veterans Party, I think right here I have a UK Independence Party. Yeah, they hosted a conference where they featured a British YouTuber and conspiracy theorist, Mark Steele. I don't know him.
I don't know.
It's probably a good thing you don't know him. But he has a lot of 5G theories that I guess are shared on his YouTube channel. And like I said, he spoke at that convention. That was in 2018. And then in 2019, there was a pretty big Facebook group for anti-5G movement in the UK. I think it has over 50,000 members. You're not in that, right, Ryan?
No.
I'm just.
He tells us that.
I have to make sure. I have to ask, but it's called the Stop 5G UK group. These people have known to just make wild statements in regards to 5G, and I think have actually participated in some even wilder acts in regarding in 5G in the 5G network. And I think there's actually video of them knocking, or at least attempting to knock, a 5G tower over.
I think one time, they actually succeeded. I think I may be wrong on that one, but I know I've seen something somewhere.
I know I seen a piece of a video, and that's about all I can. Yeah. But,
we be wild over here with that at the moment.
I mean, y'all do. I'm not. But they've also been known to make comments, and this is one of the ones that I wrote down. Get me a saw, I'll cut the down. The elite have had this plan for years. People are starting to wonder now. We all need to stand up and be counted. And even one was a video was even published by a former manager at a British telecom company called Vodafone, Vodafone.
Vodafone.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, he claimed, I did not get the name, that COVID-19 wasn't a disease caused by a virus, but rather the human immune system reacting to 5G radiation.
Okay.
Ryan just slithered out of his chair. Okay.
The most shared video on Facebook concerning 5G and all of its dangers was published in 2018 by the YouTube channel Yebo or Yebo, Yebo, I don't know. It has 3.8 million views on YouTube, 270,000 shares on Facebook. It purports to be a video leaked from a whistleblower who works on 5G cellular towers, who in the video wears a Make America Great Again hat in the video, warning people about the dangers of this technology. So there's already backlash in terms of, 5G and, before COVID, and now just with COVID being in the picture, it's just exacerbated that much more. Like I said, it's a very baseless, and because I've been making Ryan feel so bad, and in my notes I did write sorry Ryan, so sorry. But right here I do have in my notes sorry Jess and sorry Jess. But one of mine and Jess's personal favorite celebrity, just our mutual favorite celebrity loves, Woody Harrelson, has also been known to post about the 5G conspiracy theory, writing in an Instagram comment. A lot of my friends have been talking about the negative effects of 5G, but he never went into further detail. But I mean, just that sentence alone kind of has implications that he might be listening to what his dumbass friends are saying.
That's just UK all over. Yeah, one thing, it'll take it a mile.
And that's the thing. We're also not susceptible to, hearing baseless things and thinking that it's true. I mean, that's just like people falling for those posts that say, post this to Facebook if you don't want them stealing all of your photos and blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah.
All of that falls into the same category. Like, some people are going to read it and know that it's shit, but other people won't. And they'll copy it and paste it and post it to their status and look like a idiot. But I'm just going to leave it alone.
Yeah, with regards to the 5G network, it's like it's not in every country, yet
No.
every country has suffered from the coronavirus.
Yeah.
And
But none of that.
people
just...
that have been in that country probably have never left that country, and they've contracted the virus. How has that happened? If they've never been anywhere near 5G, it's just bloody ridiculous.
I also think it's bloody ridiculous, but
it fathers me as to how people can be so. I don't want to offend anybody here, but just so gullible and dense with things like that, because there's just literally physical no way of that happening.
and I think some people are a little bit blind to the fact that some things are put on the internet to simply with you, or to try and convince you to think a certain way. Like, I remember years ago there was a meme that went around, and it said, for the first time in 666 years, Halloween falls on Friday the 13th.
Oh my
this
God.
year. And I don't Halloween is never going to be on the 13th because it's always on the 31st, but go off, sis. But people were sharing it as, oh, look at this interesting tidbit. And I'm like, if you would just take the extra 2 minutes to actually read what you're reading, to take it into context and, just break it down, you would you would know what you're reading and what you're looking at, and you would know that it was but
it's not hard to put two and two together. It's not.
But that's the thing. For some people, it is genuinely that hard to put two and two
really
together.
Really is, yeah.
My favorite troll posts are the ones where it's like Jesus, or as Ewan McGregor, or whatever the like that picture of Obi-Wan. And they're like this if you love Jesus.
Oh.
Share this if you love Jesus.
Type amen in the caption.
It's like those ones that I mean, I still
Obi-Wan.
see some of these go around, but it's like share in the next week you'll receive, good luck and good fortune, and I'm like, oh,
That's
okay, you do you.
that's just hackers wanting your information.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's crap like that, and it's like, no, just get your head screwed on straight, seriously.
And I'm kind of like you. I don't want to fault people for being less
Gullible?
educated or just maybe not that smart or gullible, but at the same time, I don't know how to describe the expression on my face right now, but
Yeah, no, I'm the same. It's one of those ones where you go to finish the sentence, it's like there's almost too many words to be able to just pick one.
yes. And I have saved the absolute best for last. This crazy. Did anyone become familiar with a doctor by the name of Stella Emanuel?
No.
Don't think so.
She was, I think, almost purported to be Donald Trump's right-hand doctor in terms of this coronavirus.
I think I might have heard
Is
little
this-
You're
bit
going to, you're going to when I get
I think
into
I know
it.
where this is going, and then
I
and then
hope-
the penny will drop.
No, you have no idea where this is going. I assure you.
Oh, okay.
I assure you. This is this next and last portion that I have is going to be in regards to Stella Emanuel and the American Frontline Doctors. The very first tidbit that I have in these notes, I've already read it to Jess one time, but for you boys, my very first note in here is that reading is fundamental. And someone should really tell that to Donald Trump Jr. On July 28th of this year, this tweeted a video that was published by Breitbart, which is a far right-wing, I guess you could say, like, news website, whatever, of a gathering that was hosted by the Tea Party Patriots, which is also a right-wing group that's backed by really, really, really white Republicans. In this gathering, they all address themselves as America's frontline doctors. And it was just all these doctors that were coming up to the podium and, making statements in regard to the coronavirus. But one in particular that made her way to the group was a doctor named Stella Emanuel. But all of these doctors, they were pushing the idea that, this drug called hydroxychloroquine, which Donald Trump has went on and on and on about. They were claiming that, this drug is the absolute cure, and, there's no reason why this drug shouldn't be handed out, and that it was the know-all be-all in terms of the cure for the coronavirus. It's not. After Donald Trump Jr. retweeted this video, almost immediately Twitter was like, nope, let's just put the smack down on this right now. And they banned him from tweeting for, it was either like 24 hours, 48 hours, I can't remember. But in the time that the video was put out, and, in the time that Donald Trump Jr. Tweeted it and gave it even more exposure than what it already had, it garnered just millions and millions of views. Dr. Stella Emanuel, I'm going to pull up her tweet and I'm going to read it word for word. When it was pulled down, she tweeted or posted on Facebook. No, she tweeted that hello Facebook, put back my profile page and videos, or your computers will start crashing until you do. You are not bigger than God. I promise. Well, actually, her tweet was, "You are not bigger that God." I'm pretty sure she meant than God. I promise you, if my page is not back up, Facebook will be down in Jesus' name.
Okay.
Okay.
She also... Yep.
What do I do with that?
I don't know. It's going to get worse. It is going to get very worse. You don't understand what I'm about to read. I have a whole other page of notes to go. Dr. Stella Manuel, she's been known to make bizarre comments in the past about alien DNA and the physical effects that you can have from having sex with witches and demons in your dreams. Emmanuel herself is a pediatrician and a religious minister. She received her education in Nigeria. And she's made claims about like reproductive health, such as endometriosis and cysts and infertility and impotency. That's according to her, it's caused by having sex with either your spirit husband or your spirit wife in your dream.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
And I just want you to know that this person that I'm currently describing is who went and stood on, and made these claims, and then Donald Trump Jr. retweeted it, and, just want you to let you know it's probably a good idea to research people. Those aren't the only claims that she's made. I'll go ahead and continue. She alleges that alien DNA is currently used in medical treatments, and that scientists are cooking up a vaccine to prevent people from being religious, and that the government is run in part not by humans but by reptilians and other aliens.
Oh, hello.
Lizard people.
Lizard people.
God.
See, I told you they were everywhere.
And they want to and they want to make a vaccine that makes you not want to be religious. Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She she also said in her little speech that she's treated hundreds of patients with hydroxychloroquine. Studies have just failed to find proof that the drug really has any benefit in preventing or eliminating COVID-19 as a whole. And the Food and Drug Administration in June revoked its emergency authorization to use it in treating the deadly virus, saying that it hadn't demonstrated enough effect on patients' mortality prospects. Emmanuel said in her speech that the supposed potency of hydroxychloroquine as a treatment means that protective face masks aren't necessary, and claimed that her staff, even though, treating patients with COVID-19, that they just wore simple medical masks, that none of them wore N95 mask, and they're all fine. Oh, and I should also point out, well, no, I'll get to that later. But she also said, nobody needs to get sick. This virus has a cure. Hello, you don't need a mask. And this is that she said out loud into a microphone where people could hear her. In her information and what she and her information and the things that she said, all that spread way quicker than pandemic did.
Yeah.
because she's clearly saying some off-the-wall shit. Now, here are some claims that she has made outside of the medical profession.
They were in the medical profession? Oh my god.
Well, I mean, this is stuff that she said outside of. Okay, so this is what she has claimed, and I think there are videos of her saying some of these certain things, maybe within her church. She thinks that magic 8 balls are a scheme to get children to practice witchcraft.
Sorry? Seriously.
What the
That's...
Dude.
What the mine?
I promise I'm not making any of, like, okay. She has also been known to say that Hannah Montana is evil because it depicts a girl with an alter ego.
So?
It's evil. She has also said that Wizards of Waverly Place and That's So Raven, and which is a Disney show, and That's So Raven is designed to introduce children to spirits and witches. She's also said that LGBTQ rights and, marriages, that will eventually lead to child marriages. That's just completely not true.
Yeah, that's the same.
What the hell? That's... Oh my god.
Which is crazy. I have more.
Wow.
Continue.
She has also been known to say that Pokemon is Eastern demons.
My Christian school actually banned Pokemon cards. Because they thought...
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, no, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, my church looked down on Pokemon cards as well.
That's a lot of information to process in 30
It's
seconds.
Yeah, so there's more. So her clinic is actually located in a strip mall, which is right beside her church. And there have been 2 purported videos of her in her office, and she is, in fact, wearing her N95 mask that she said, oh, no, we don't even use these. But in an advertisement for her clinic, she states that those coming in seeking treatment should wear a mask before entering the facility. So why she got in front of a whole bunch of people and said what she said, I'm not sure. But she's still encouraging the mask wearing, even though she said, don't do it. It's pointless. We already have a cure. We don't need it.
Wow.
Okay. And then this is probably one of the funnier things that Miss Emanuel has said, and I'm going to pull up some more of her tweets while I'm at it. She tweeted a video demanding that CNN host and Dr. Anthony Fauci send her jars of their urine so that she may test it and see if they are secretly taking hydroxychloroquine. And she tweeted out saying, in quotes, I double dog dare y'all give me a sample of urine. It's just very brave to tweet at someone and ask them for your urine and say, I double dog dare ya.
Yeah.
Just in a cup and send it to me.
She has also...
My P.O. box is...
Then I'm putting that up for sale.
She has also tweeted at Mr. President Donald Trump saying, Mr. President, I am in town and available. I would love to meet with you.
Of course.
And that was that crazy y'all, and that's it. I know it's a real short one tonight, but I wanted to. I just feel like it was a responsibility to tell people this is all this is probably one of the episodes where I can say with my whole heart that I feel like everything that I've just gone over is but it is information that is out there, and I feel it's my responsibility to let you know how and why it's and I will go ahead and say that my sources were YouTube, BuzzFeed, and the Daily Beast.
The sad fact is as well, there will be people out there, and I don't mean any offense by this to anybody, but there will be people out there who will believe in one of the three things, or if any more that you've just mentioned, and they will be so adamant to explain as to why they're right, and that makes me sad. Because...
And I mean, that's part of the reason why I went ahead and chose this, is because I mean I maybe if you hear it from a different perspective, it'll make you understand why what you're seeing isn't really what you're seeing. But I don't know. That Stella Emanuel lady is just bad. I don't feel bad about saying that.
Oh no! I mean, I didn't think it was going to get that. But when you said it was going to get bad, and I was like, surely you can't get that. But the stuff you were saying, I'm like. She on one. Like she's
very much on one. She has made some ridiculous claims about some ridiculous things. I mean, I don't.
Oh yeah.
I feel like America is just like on a reality show right now. Like I feel like this is the Truman Show.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. The aliens watching us right now are like, this is.
They're sitting up there with their popcorn going, what's going to happen next?
They're placing bets on us right now.
Yeah. Oh, my days.
Hey, George, come and check these people out.
You ain't going to believe what they've done now.
This over here said Magic 8 Balls were wicked.
Oh my god. I want to dig mine out later. I'm going to start practicing some witchcraft.
Dude.
Let me get my Pokemon cards. I don't know where they are.
You mean your Eastern Demon cards?
I'm going to do a tarot reading with them.
Oh my days.
I don't really know what to do with this information. Obviously, I know I'm not going to spread it. Yeah. But
well, very clearly.
You could do what I did and just sit very uncomfortably with it for a while.
I feel like I'm happy to have learned about it, but I'm not necessarily happy to know it.
What you should be less happy about is the fact that some people have heard what you just heard and believe it.
Mm.
And have then gone on to inform other people.
Yeah.
Who believe them because that's my buddy Samantha. She wouldn't tell me wrong, or whatever.
Yeah.
And all this came from a doctor. So, yeah.
A
Just
doctor.
because it come from a doctor.
A doctor.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Stop picking
I'm
on my
gonna
accent.
vomit.
Don't vomit.
I got nothing. Because it's just it narrows this in my mind. It narrows down just to common sense.
Baby, some people can't afford that.
I don't understand people's like line of thinking whenever they're resharing posts about that kind of stuff on like Facebook. Like if I go to share, if I see something and I'm like, whoa, that's weird. Let me, like, look into this before I share this. Like, I'm, if I'm interested in something or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, let me just go verify this. I don't want to share anything that's not true. So I'll go to Google. I'm like, oh, okay, so it's not true. So I'm not going to share it. Like,
Yeah.
no one on my Facebook
Yeah.
feed or, like, any other feed really has that kind of, like, line of thinking.
But then you have
It
some
seems like-
people who are... Then you have some people who are thinking beyond that, though. They think that if I Google this and then it says the opposite of what I'm believing that this is, oh, this is just a setup to make me think something else. Everyone's too paranoid about what they're looking at.
Oh, you can't trust Google.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, of course not. Anything after that second page, no, forget it.
I'm so saddened
Aye,
by the
aye.
amount of people I'm just realizing were on my Facebook feed sharing that video, that pandemic video.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, it really puts that to perspective.
I didn't
I
even
can
have
Might
to
have to see
watch
if we
it
can
to
dig this
know
up
that it was
afterwards.
just stupid. I mean, whatever.
Again, I never watched it because of who I saw share it.
Man.
So if you're
I just feel
listening
like-
and you're listening to me, and you know that we're friends on Facebook, if you shared that, this is me telling you now, I don't trust you, and I didn't trust the fact
my
that you
God.
shared it. Come at me, I don't give a. My point has already been proven.
Goes back to the old saying, think before you speak. It's,
Do you?
With social networks and everything that's... Yeah. Well, there's Ryan's roast #1 for today.
the best of it is, Amber's audio cut out for me partway through that, but I still know what she was going to say. Just judging by everybody's reactions there, I knew exactly what it was.
You'll hear it in editing.
Yeah, I know, and I'll just sit here like that. There it is. Damn.
Oh.
You know you can never get through one of these episodes without getting roasted at least
No.
once.
Oh yeah, no, it is. Yeah, it's not a proper podcast episode without a roast Ryan in there. It's just not.
I've got
Whether
the-
it be at the very beginning or the very end, it's.
This is going to become
I've
such a
gotta
big
listen
trend on
through.
Shard. Our, like, eventual listeners, when it's, like, in the tens of thousands, they're going to be, like, sending you hate mail. Haha, roast Ryan.
Oh yeah, they're gonna want to get it in there.
They're all sitting there waiting patiently for the roast.
But
Ryan
they're
part.
saying, like,
Yeah.
like, super mean stuff, like, actual mean stuff. Somehow it hurts worse when it's from a stranger.
I'm gonna need a tally chart just on this wall here, but and there's another one, and there's another one, and there's.
Just
It'll be
Ryan with his
Jess
little butt.
and Ryan.
Oh my god.
Jess.
Yeah.
Ryan 0.
Oh damn.
That feels bad. Well, I just feel like
We were just kind of.
my soul just feels really heavy right now. It's like,
Where do we go with this?
Yeah.
what? Like,
Take into account, me and Jess have pretty much processed a whole lot of information, at least within the last, 3 hours.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess what people have just got to take away from this is just obviously the educational fact of that none of the above or therefore previous, is all false. Just, and like we keep saying every week, just do as you goddamn well told. Follow the guidelines that the governments are telling you and everything. Just do your bit. If everybody does their own individual respective bit, we will eventually get there. It's not rocket science. It's just bare basics, and that's what's the most frustrating thing, is the fact that as a species we can get so dense and so caught up in the simplest of that it's just like, yeah, it's not going to affect me, and then that until it does, and that's when everyone's like, oh you know.
I think that's one of the smartest things I've ever heard you say.
Is that a roast or a...
Sure.
Yeah.
Huh.
See, I don't know. I feel like I've just made everyone uncomfortable with all of those.
No.
This is a real buzzkill, man.
It's like
honestly, I tried to make this episode like way less more buzzkilly than Brittany. Like, considering what I know my last episode's gonna be, like, I really wanted this one to just be like just a small little bumper.
Yeah. It's like Jess just put it in a very good way. It's very heavy.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's continuously ongoing at the moment. You know, nobody knows where the next day is going to lead them. It's just a case where it's like, just taking it as it comes.
Just don't inject demon sperm or bleach, and we're fine.
Of all the things I could have thought you would have selected to have said, you went with that.
I'll drink to that.
There you go, baby. Kill it, kill it, kill it.
Just Anybody got any closing final thoughts there, or is it?
I just... I'm feeling real down right now, you guys. I really think the entire world, I think we're just someone's Sims. I really do.
What they've currently done right now, the creators just put some big 4 walls around every single sim right now, but like, enjoy. That's exactly what they've done. Removed all doors and all windows, and like, let's just watch it all burn.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, who's going next? Ryan.
That would be
Hi.
that would be that one.
Yeah.
That me down here.
That one.
Yeah, me.
That one.
No,
He's that one for me.
Dougie got it right. Dougie pointed down to me. Amber, you're pointing down to Jess for me, and Jess,
No.
you're pointing to my wall. So
We look like the Brady Bunch right now.
we really do. Oh, man. But no, it's me next, and spoiler alert, I have no idea what I'm going to be doing.
We promised
So
we promised you a more prepared cast this season, and boy did we deliver.
Oh yeah. I mean, it'll be a surprise for all of us next week.
Half the cast is prepared.
Great.
Oh man.
What do I usually say at the end?
Well, normally you would mention our sponsor, our lovely sponsor.
First?
Yes.
Okay.
Sponsorships, getting in touch with us. Tune in next week. We've just done that, I guess, in a way.
Oh, you can find us on Instagram. I'm at Jess2_Fox, and we've got at RyanTSP_, then at Digmore73, and then at OMGAmber. So there's us on Instagram. As always, we're sponsored by 5 the Gamer. Still, somehow. I make that joke every week, but I'm just like, ugh, man, he's gonna drop us one day.
I was gonna say, listen to one of these. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna drop them now. They keep saying, I'm just gonna.
Like, just one of these days, one of these episodes is gonna be the just the one that bites the bullet just right.
Yeah.
The straw that broke the camel's back. So anyway, you can go check out 5thegamer.com for headsets, multifunctional headsets. And you can apply discount code JARD20. Is that
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
At checkout. For 10% off your order. What else? Also, we're partnered with xtiffy.com.
I like how we all basically came in the exact same time on that.
Yes.
X-Tiffy.
Pretty much. Next week we should all just do a segment of the outro each. Like we'll just roll it round.
one word at a time.
Anyway,
Yeah.
if you guys like GTA and you like creating outfits and things like that, then you should check out xtiffy's website because she has the components. xtiffy.com. What else? What else?
Where can they follow us and everything?
I thought it.
Do that at the beginning, but yeah, we always do that at the
We
beginning.
did.
But yeah, but anyway,
Twitter
Instagram.
and Instagram. We already did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
God, what a hot
My
mess,
bad.
bro.
We
Okay.
have just
We really
forgotten
do
how to
know
end a
what we're doing,
podcast.
Anchor,
honestly.
Podbean,
It's-
and Podchaser. Rate and review.
There we go,
Download,
yes.
please.
Please download.
All links are in the description down below if you're on YouTube, and if you're on any other podcast site listening to us, then head on over to YouTube and press the download link.
Yeah.
What he said.
What comes next? What comes next?
Took the words right out of my mouth.
I think all the words
Tune
have
in.
escaped our mouths right now.
Tune in next week for more
My
of
surprise
this.
conspiracy theory.
Whatever the
It's gonna be much more unstructured than this, so it's gonna be even more of a hot mess. More to look forward to.
perfect.
Ah, you guys. I'm out of here. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.